Hey everybody, Miguel, Singing Tree Flutes here. We got here a walnut split drone flute, or same as a harmony drone flute, what most people call it probably. Key of G minor. These are really fun flutes to play. I'll give you an example. There we are, pretty sweet flute. So the difference between this and a regular drone flute is that essentially it's two separate flutes with only half a scale. So we have the G minor on this side, but only the first three holes on there. And then on the other side, this starts at the fifth of the scale. That's what this scoop right here is, this hole here. That makes the flute start at that note, which should be a high D. Okay, so that gives you the first four notes on a 6-hole D minor flute, high D. So play them together. Every note will harmonize with it. That's a beautiful thing. You can't play one note with another note on this flute and have them not sound good together. And so on. Every single note will sound good with the other one. That's a beautiful thing. It doesn't matter if you play with your left hand on bottom, you can still reach over and still play this just fine. Yep. And the only thing that might be complicated for you at first is that on this flute, you do not hold your ring finger down like you would a normal 6-hole single flute. So that might cause you a little confusion at first when you're just playing, because here we go. This is a 5-note pentatonic minor scale in G. Watch what I do here. So, as you've seen, I lifted the ring finger up to achieve that. So if you hold that down and skip it, it's not going to sound like it's in tune. That's the only thing you have to get used to with this style flute, is to remember, lift that up, because this is the bottom 3 holes of a high D flute playing simultaneously with the bottom 3 holes of a G minor flute. Keep that in mind when playing. That's really going to be the only thing that should be giving you problems if you get your fingers covered properly. A lot of times a thumb hole will give people problems. Even myself, sometimes I'll slip off a little bit and it'll sound like a half a note or something. But I can always, upon request, add a leather strap around here that covers that up, that back hole. That way you can play it as a 6-hole instead of a 7-hole. One other thing to keep in mind while playing this style flute, if you're thinking of purchasing one, is that this thing is great. It plays like similar to chords. You're always playing more than one note together, at least that's the way I play it, getting that beautiful chord-like sound and all those harmonizing notes. However, it is more simplistic than a 6-hole single flute or a 6-hole drone flute. that has all 6 holes on one side. The reason being is because you get high octave notes and things like that, and the melodies that you can play with this aren't going to be as complex. Just real basic back and forth. And for me, if I was going to do a flute album, I might put a couple of songs with this, or a flute performance, I might play a couple of songs with this style flute, and then go back to the, the 6-hole, regular 6-hole flutes. However, it adds a really, really cool sound to certain songs and whatever you might want to play. It'll definitely spice up your collection if you don't have one of these. So if you think you're ready, give it a shot, and yeah, enjoy it. Take care, have fun. All right.